Hello and welcome. I'm Inverta Umbra and this is Slay the Spire. Continuing where we last left off, after that trudge of a fight. And just want to check over one more time. Is it... Yeah, I think maybe make an adjustment through there to there. And yes, okay. So we will go to this unknown. Let's see. Scaling the city, you notice a wall covered in the writing of the ancients. As you try to wrap your head around what puzzling symbols and glyphs could mean, the writing begins to glow. Suddenly, the message becomes clear. Let's see. Remove a card from my deck or upgrade all strikes and defends. I think I'm going to take this. Just because the number of cards it affects, and I don't think I have any cards that I immediately need to remove. Let's go ahead and deal with this next enemy. Oh, Shelled Parasite. There's an enemy I really don't like. Alrighty, so let's look at what we got. Do a backflip. Go ahead and discard Reflex. Go ahead and discard 1 and draw 3. I don't know what I was hoping to get there, but at least we'll cycle through our deck pretty quick. That vulnerability that he applied. I keep forgetting if they do that. So I need to block 18, but I'd also like to play this. Let's go ahead and bring his attack down. Do prepared. I'm going to discard the strikes. And play that. Yeah, I'm still going to take some damage. But I think it was worth it to play the 1,000 cuts. So, if I haven't covered it before, Plated Armor is an interesting ability. So you'll gain the amount of armor it's stated, but losing HP from an attack, as it says, reduces it by 1. So not the amount of HP, but the fact that they lost HP will reduce it by 1. So if you have multiple hit attacks, it'll reduce it multiple times. So once you get that down, the Shelled Parasite isn't actually that formidable of an opponent, except for he also has the heal ability. And I've had this plated armor before, I forget which, there's a relic that gives it to you for 5, and it can really augment your defense game. So we also got the Entangled, so I can't play any attacks. So just go for the defense, but I'm still doing damage to him. But he's going to hit me with weakness. I was going to say I have just enough to block all the damage, but since he's hitting me with weakness... that 27 is not going to feel good. Let's discard that. Go ahead and do Blur. I don't think I'm going to have the ability to get out enough defense. Yeah, I'm going to take a good bit of damage. Really need something to turn this battle around. Let's go ahead and reduce the amount of damage he's about to do. Do acrobatics. Or do backflip, and let's do acrobatics now. Six. I think I'm just going to tank the damage in the hopes that next turn I can do something to pivot it. I'm gaining all that health back though. Alright. Do some prepared. Drop that and that off. Reduce his damage. Do out blur, defend, defend. Just not enough. Maybe I can get rid of him next turn. I was thinking about attacking the shelled parasite because I get through its armor. But I really... yeah, it's too late. Ah, but the lizard tail, I'd honestly forgotten about it. So I need to block 10. Well, let's go ahead and take that enemy out. Play this and that. Should be just enough. Alright. Now that we are only facing just the shelled parasite by itself, we can probably get the upper hand. Not really worth it. Go ahead and... I mean, it doesn't really matter. I would have started... I guess technically this would have been the better play to start with one block next turn, but I just didn't see it as being worth it. Alright. Darn, they are making the tough ones. We'll get rid of those. Play acrobatics. And... oh, I only have to get rid of one. That's right. So go ahead and hit neutralize, deflect, and... This is really getting down to a slog fest. Let's see. Discard and discard. Let's go ahead and just... oop. Oh. You can tell I'm getting a little tired. For me, where I am, it is late into the night, and I'm trying to finish this last recording before I go to bed. Oh. Plus, I just ate, and so I'm getting that sleepy-itis. See, though we have reduced the plated armor by 1. Let's throw an outmaneuver out, a blur, and a defend. And hopefully some of our increased draw cards will come through. So, like, backflip, acrobatics, and drop the reflex. Alright. Neutralize, strike, strike, and strike. That was a good turn, and it allowed us to turn it around at least a little bit. Again, I don't think I'm going to be able to... Not that I really need it, but let's go ahead and just play it out like that. I think next turn I'll be able to end this. Yeah, I think I'll be able to end it. Cost less. Discard this turn. That kind of works in my deck. Yeah, let's go with Eviscerate. And to the campfire. Deal 2 damage. 8 times 3. Do use this one a lot. But I'm also relying on a lot of these little cut damages to whittle my enemies down. I think this would be a good idea. But we shall see how it works out in our next fight. But first we're going to head to the shop. Lee's Waffle. Ooh, that's not a bad idea, because it'd bring us back up to full life. The only other thing I could think maybe be Dagger Throw. Or Calthrops. Actually, Calthrops make a good case. Yeah, let's go with that, because that works more for the damage over time. And then I would like to get rid of... maybe not. Now that these are all upgraded, they actually have some use, but my deck is getting a little too thick, so I don't think I'm going to buy anything else at this point. On to the next fire. And yeah, go ahead and upgrade that. I think I had a game where it had 2 of those and this bronze scale, and it was just, there was just an absurd amount of damage pouring out. Let's see what's in our chest. Ginger. Oh. You can no longer become weakened. That's alright, but a lot of the damage I do isn't direct like that. Let's see. Neutralize. Bring that down. And he's got the malleable trait. On attack damage, on taking attack damage, gains 4 block. Block increases as malleable is triggered. And resets to 3 at the start of the turn. So now it's at 4. So if I was to do more damage, it would do 4 more block added on, and they just keep stacking. Let's do acrobatics. I could actually maybe make this playable, but I'm not going to. And trying to think if I want to go ahead and use 1,000 cuts. I'll take the damage of 15. I think I'm gonna yeah, I'm just going to block the damage. Unfortunately, he got 3 separate hits of our thorns. Since he's not attacking right now, we can go ahead and that'll help us next turn, and just go ahead and do some damage. Go ahead and gain 6 block. So no matter what, 21, I might take 9 damage. Or I could bring it down to 3. I'm going to tank the 9 damage. He's taking damage every time. So now let's go ahead and throw up our deflect, acrobatics, discard that. And let's see, maybe a dodge and roll plus. Still gonna take some serious damage there. However, he's gonna take a lot of damage as well, and I think I should be able to kill him next turn. And definitely as long as I don't just get a handful of defense cards. And just go ahead and end it. Alright, well that left me with a lot less health than I wanted. I contemplated using these to try and speed it up, but definitely calculated gamble. Again, like I said, I like the ability to have a lot of options really fast. That enemy needs to die quickly, but we're going to play Calthrops, then we're going to calculate gamble, eviscerate, just because it's free, gain this to block all the damage that knight's going to do, and let's see, let's go ahead and make the attack there. The enemy will almost be dead. Hopefully it's only doing a minor buff this turn. Yeah, it's going to make it harder to deal with the knight, but this is what I was hoping for. I can now just end the enemy there. Let's go ahead and draw 2 more. Darn. Actually, I don't think I can. It is just enough that I can't. And I believe the enemy is going to heal for 16. And then be shielded by that knight. Yeah. That's a lot of damage to work back through. Kinda got screwed on that last hand. That'll get through that. I don't think we're going to be able to play 1,000 cuts. Let's go ahead and neutralize you. Strike, strike, strike. Gain some additional block. And some of that block will carry over to next turn. Darn you. Can I kill you this turn, though? No. Unless... I can get you really close, but it keeps not being enough. I guess I will have to resort to potions. Oh. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and remove you. And do a calculated gamble. And get that extra card draw. And let's go ahead and get some bonus decks. And instead of doing the extra damage, we're going to use Blur to have some more armor for the next turn. Survivor, discard that. Backflip. I really like being able to cycle through this deck that quickly. And I guess... yeah, it's not worth it to try and make the attack. But that dodge and roll will give me some armor again next turn. 16. So that will give me enough to survive. I should have done that the other way around, but it would only be 1 extra damage. Ooh, 30 though. And discard those. Draw 3 cards. Discard that one. Doing little bits of damage here and there. And I believe that's just enough to prevent that from hurting me. And put them within kill range. As you can see, the second floor is a dramatic step up in difficulty. Go ahead and play that. Well, I didn't need to play that, but styling. So, Dexterity Potion will be greatly useful for future engagements. Well, at least one future engagement. And we're going to do Prepared. Because it's almost like I don't even have those cards in my deck, because they help me cycle through so fast. But I'm going to stop there for now. Yeah, I really feel like I got nowhere on this floor. And the third floor, or the third level, is even worse than this one. Not to say that it's bad or anything. To me, this is really enjoyable, trying to work out the strategies. And trying to talk during it is adding an additional layer of complexity that I can't say I didn't know would happen, but is a lot harder than I was anticipating, at least for this game. But with that, I thank you for joining me, and I hope I'll see you next time. Have a good one.